is going to be Macy Cox coming to the plate. Looks like the streaming issue may be good to go now as we're back on red versus orange. So hopefully we didn't have any glitches or hiccups for you there watching at home. One out now after that dribbler out to the third baseman by Summer Kreider. This is going to bring up the DP, Macy Cox. Cox stands in there and takes that one for a strike. Take a look at some Sonic stats on Macy coming into this series. She's batting .359. .458 is her on base percentage, and .427 is her slugging percentage. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here on the sophomore out of Troy, Tennessee. She'll be one of the sophomores that we honor at the conclusion of Game 2 here for Sophomore Day. And that pitch in there for a strike. Well, as we said, this home plate umpire, he likes his strike zone up a little bit, and that's been a great job by Haley Rogers. She's been locating that strike zone that the umpire's looking for. ICC, however, their pitcher, Nelson, likes to work a little bit lower in the zone. There's a changeup. Cox waited on it. Ground ball is going to be booted by the shortstop. E6 on the play. A one-out error will allow Macy Cox to reach here for the Indians. So now the tying run is on the base. And this is going to be Casey Carpenter coming to the dish.
Now batting number 27, Casey Carpenter.
So Carpenter going to try to spark the bats here for the Indians. There's one out, runner at first base. Carpenter will dig in here. Macy reached on that error by the shortstop. 1-0, Meridian with the lead. We're in the bottom of the second, Game 2 between ICC and Meridian. Beautiful pitch, zipped right across there for a strike. Of course, we talk about it. The 2 wins against Kahoma makes the 8th straight season for ICC to win 30+. Grounder up the middle, and it's going to be 1 and 2. Another Little Caesars double play. Back-to-back innings now that Meridian has turned these double plays to get the unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning. So the defense getting it done for the Eagles. They lead it 1-0 after 2 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0. Meridian with the lead here as we move to the top of the third inning. And it'll go back to the top of the lineup here for the Eagles. It'll be Fair, Leahy, and Lightcap. Fair singled, scored a run. Leahy was hit by a pitch, and Lightcap had a sacrifice bunt back in that 1-run top of the first inning.
Meridian, the leadoff hitter, number 5, Kiera Fair.
So Kiera Fair will dig in here for the Eagles. Nelson still in the circle. ICC making some adjustments. You see the inside of the infield in on the play is that pitch across for a strike here out of Nelson. Let's talk about the ICC defensive alignment here after this pitch from Nelson to Fair. We'll give you the battery. That's Kaylee Nelson. Catching is Samantha Conley as that pitch missing low and outside. The infield looks like this. Third baseman Summer Kreider, your shortstop Maddie Miney, second baseman Rachel Stradisha, and over at first base is Casey Carpenter. And we'll complete the outfield after this pitch. 1-1 coming. It misses low and outside. 2-1 now is the count. Outfield, Joanna Vasquez in left field. Center fielder is Hope Harbin. And Jessica Davis playing in right field. That is your Coca-Cola defensive alignment for the Indians here in the top of the third. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. As Fair is starting us off here in the third inning. Swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch that time by Nelson. A pitch that was breaking away from the batter. Fair tried to find a piece of it, did not, and now the count evens up at 2-2. Nelson does have one Renaissance Bank strikeout on the day. Would love to find her second to start the third inning here. We'll see if she can do that. 2-2 pitch coming. Instead, there's a ground ball, and it's going to be a foul ball, just foul as Carpenter raced up to it, couldn't get to it in time before it got there. Good job that time by Fair, finding a piece of it and keeping the at-bat alive here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs as we're in the top of the third inning. A special hello to those that are watching in favor of the Eagles this afternoon in Game 2. And as always, a special hello to the ICC family tuning in here on the ICC Sport Network. 2-2 pitch coming. Grounder, third baseman gets it, bobbles it, and that's going to be an error. Although she just kind of took her eye off the prize that time, did the third baseman, Summer Kreider, so that will be the first error of the day.
Next up for Meridian, the second baseman, number 10, Jackie Leahy.
Now this will bring up Jackie Leahy. So Leahy will dig in here, put on that bunt attempt, couldn't find it, as that goes for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here, as I want to come in and talk this one over, as may have been a little mix-up on the signal that time, as they also talking it over with the coach and the battery, or the batter in that case. Leahy, she was hit by a pitch last time she was at the plate. Now you see the Indians, the corners coming in, middle of the defense laying back. So 0-1 is the count. What a show bunt. This one's popped up, and there's Samantha Conley to make the play. That wasn't an easy play. Wasn't necessarily a play of high difficulty either, but Samantha Conley doing a great job of discarding the mask, finding the ball, and making the out.
Player number 20, Megan Lightcap.
And now with one out and a runner at first base, this is going to be Megan Lightcap, the DP at the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt in her previous at-bat, so no official at-bat so far here in Game 2. That pitch outside corner, missing for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. Liner, second baseman, finds it. Tosses there, and there's 2. How about an extra most bestest Little Caesars double play started by Rachel Stranisha. Anything you could do, I could do better there in the second inning. A big-time play there for the Indians to get out of the inning. Let's look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. How impressive was that? 4-6-3 on the Little Caesars double play. Let's take a break and hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say. It's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back. Well, if you're a fan of defense, my oh my, this has been the game you've been wanting to see. We had a Little Caesars double play to end the bottom of the first and in the bottom of the second, and then also in the top of the third. So 3 straight Little Caesars double play, 3 of them so far through 2.5 innings. For ICC, it's going to be Joanna Vasquez, Jessica Davis, and Hope Harbin due up here. As Joanna playing in left field will try to spark the bats here of ICC. Tell you what, Meridian has played lights out defensively, and it's been the pitching of Haley Rogers. She has done a good job of changing up her locations, varying her speed to keep the Indians batters on their heels. Vasquez looks at the first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Try to give you this lineup here defensively for Meridian here in the bottom half of the third inning. We've already talked about it. Haley Rogers is in the circle. It's that pitch in there for a strike. Catching is Aaliyah Jones. Third base, Jalen Parker. Shortstop, Miracle Crosby. Jackie Leahy is the second baseman, and Alyssa Branyan is the first baseman. We'll give you the outfield after this pitch. 1-1 pitch coming. Grounder, foul ball. 1-2 now is the count here on JoJo. In the outfield, left fielder Jada Henderson, center fielder Taylor Perilou, and the right fielder is Kiara Farr. That is your Coca-Cola defensive alignment for the Eagles here in the bottom of the third inning. They lead it 1-0. That one run came back in the first inning. As JoJo lines this one, second baseman finds it, throws it over in time for the putout, 4-3 to retire Vasquez. And once again, great job by Rogers jamming the batter that time to get the routine ground ball. ICC has not got a ball out of the infield so far. And this is going to be Jessica Davis coming to the plate, trying to break that trend here. That run, the only run of the contest, came in the top of the first. It was a ground out by Branyan that scored Kiara Farr, who singled to start the game. Davis tries to sneak in a bunt, fouls it off for strike one. Well, ICC has yet to figure out the riddle that is Haley Rogers, and she has pitched to Jim. She has yet to give up a hit. She has allowed 2 runners on base. It was a walk in the first and an error that Macy Cox reached on. 0-1 is the count. Davis, grounder up the middle, and it's going to be booted by the shortstop. Second error on the shortstop. And so now ICC's got to find a way to cash in on this error. They got out on a one out. They got on a one-out error in the second, but a Little Caesars double play erased that opportunity. And now this is going to be Hope Harbin. So Harbin will come to the plate. Is that pitch missing for a ball? So you've got decent speed in Jessica Davis over at first base. You got great speed at the plate here by Hope Harbin. She actually reached on a bunt single that actually scored 2 runs in the first game. As she swings on this pitch, grounder, shortstop's going to have an opportunity. It's going to be a long throw, and it's not going to be there. That's going to go for a hit for Hope Harbin, the first hit of the game for ICC. And now ICC trying to get something going here. That was a ball that was hit deep to the 6-hole. And Hope with great speed able to run that one out. And now ICC cooking with grease here. 1 out. Runners on first and second. They trail it 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third. ICC trying to get that merry-go-round spinning here in game 2. Miney shows bunt. And the throw to third, that's going to be a double steal attempt, and that is going to be Davis getting caught trying to steal. Stolen base for Harbin there, 2-5 to retire Davis for the second out. And so now that's going to put Miney in a pretty tough position here. 1-0 is the count here on Maddie Miney. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs now, as Miney takes that one for a strike. 1-1 is the count. So Miney going to have to find a way to come up with a 2-out hit here. She's got great speed at second, and Hope Harbin, if she can get something down to the outfield, we'll have a tied contest. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Rachel Stranisha is on deck for the Indians. She walked in her first at bat. Maddie Miney, she blistered a shot, but it was a straight liner to the shortstop that was able to corral it for the first out of the bottom of the first inning. So 2 outs now. Meridian trying to get out of the jam. Miney rips one, and they're going to call it a foul ball. So just a tough play there, as that one, if it stays fair by inches, Miney at least has a double in that situation, and we've got a tied contest, so a big-time break there for the Eagles. 2-2 now is the count with 2 outs. Runner at second. That's Hope Harbin. She's representing the tying run here for ICC. Maddie Miney trying to spark a 2-out rally here and see if the Indians can tie the contest in the bottom of the third. Miney pops this one up. Good pitch, and Miney chased one out of the zone, and that's going to end the inning. A great job once again by Rogers. She's done an outstanding job locating the pitches and finding a way to jam the ICC batters. There was another one there, and the Indians leave a runner stranded in scoring position, and Meridian gets out of the inning there with no damage done. 1-0 is your score as we've played 3 here in Game 2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back as we get set now for the top of the 4th inning. Meridian with a 1-0 lead. And again, it's been the defensive play behind Haley Rogers. There's some great pitching by Haley as well. She's only scattered 1 hit through 10 batters so far. Now, ICC has reached twice on errors and once on a walk. But for the most part, it's been the Haley Rogers show today. And ICC bats are MIA so far here in Game 2. Due up here in the top of the 4th inning, it's the 4, 5, 6 batters for Meridian. It's going to be Branyan, Henderson, and Jones. Branyan had a RBI ground out to the shortstop back in the first inning. That's the difference in the contest right now. So she's 0 for 1 of the day. And we'll start us off here in the top of the 4th. Nelson still in the circle here. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Nelson hasn't done bad today. She's scattered 2 hits. She does have that 1 run. She's hit a batter. But for the most part, defense also for ICC has been pretty solid behind her. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Looks like Hannah Swallers going back to this bullpen now to get loose. 2-0 is the count here to Branyan. Branyan can hit for power. We saw that in the first game. Rips that one, and it's going to get to the shortstop. The throw over is in time. How you doing, Maddie Miney? A very impressive play there by the freshman shortstop. That was a blistering shot. Hit deep to the hole that time, and we'll look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. She was able to backhand that thing and shows off the arm and zips it over. No problem that time, retiring Branyan. And now this is going to bring up the left fielder, Jada Henderson. So 1 out now as Henderson comes in and takes that pitch inside and low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Jada Henderson. She struck out swinging to end the first inning. The only Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game so far for either team. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. RenaissanceBank.com. Member FDIC. Swung on and missed that time for Henderson. She took a healthy chop there, just couldn't quite find it. Evens up the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Game 2 here between ICC and Meridian. Meridian trying to find a way to earn the split here. It will be big for the Eagles, as it'll go a long way in trying to help keep their playoff hopes alive. That pitch just dives back in for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Henderson. So Henderson's got to be careful here. Got to protect the plate. Awaiting the 1-2 offering. Pitch on its way. Grounder up the middle. Third baseman gets it. Throws over in time. Good job that time by Summer Kreider. As is a little bit of a slow roller. Henderson's got pretty good speed. And Kreider comes up. Nicer way in front of the shortstop, Maddie Miney, who is playing deep on the play. got it, didn't miss the stride, and throws it for the putout. 5-3 for those of you that may be scoring at home. And now this will be Aaliyah Jones, the catcher. Jones walked but was erased on a Little Caesars double play. We've had 4 double plays so far in this game, and we've only played 3 2/3 inning. That pitch missing low for a ball to Jones. ICC looking for their first conventional 3-up, 3-down inning. They did get it in the 3rd thanks to a Little Caesars double play. So 1-0. And that one in there for a strike. Good job by Nelson. You're starting to see Nelson feel a little bit more comfortable hitting some of these spots that the umpire, as I said, he's not been bad calls. He's just, his strike zone's a little bit up for where Kaylee normal works. She's a pitcher that works low in the zone, gets a lot of ground balls, gets a lot of ground outs. And that zone just not necessarily where Kaylee's used to pitching to. As that pitch missing low for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Nobody on base here. Awaiting the 2-1 offering here from Nelson to Jones. That pitch missing high, 3-1 now is the count to Jones. Palmer is on deck if Jones finds her way on here. You got to think Jones probably will have the red light in this situation. At least force the count to go 3-2. We'll see if they elect to let her swing away. So waiting the 3-1 pitch. And she does have the red light that's in there for a strike. 3-2 now goes the count here on Aaliyah Jones. So now if you're Jones, you got to find a way to win the battle here. Great job by Nelson to come back and force the count to go full. Jones trying to spark a rally here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. ICC trailing the contest 1-0. Pitch coming. This one's blistered, and it's going to be a fair ball. They're going to ask her to go to second, and she'll get there. So a 2-out double off the bat of Jones. It was a blistering shot. The third baseman made a leaping attempt at it, couldn't find it. Just scampered down that line and went for a 2-out double and a clutch hit there off the bat of Jones. And now this will bring up Palmer. Palmer, as we said, grounded into a Little Caesars double play back in the 2nd inning. So with 2 outs and a runner on second, Meridian once again trying to get something going here in the top of the 4th inning to see if they can pick up an insurance run. They lead it 1-0. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we got to talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. A swing and a miss that time by Palmer. Joey, the former ICC All-American in football, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Stop by and see him in his office right there on South Adams Street, whether it be home, auto, or life. Joey, he's got your hookup for all your insurance needs. Ground ball, third baseman trapped it, throws it over in time for the out. 5-3 to get out of this slight jam there in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning for ICC. It'll be the 2-3-4 batters. Tanisha, Conley, and Kreider due up. The Indians trail it 1-0. We're going to take a break and hear a word from all of our sponsors and more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we had a little extended exchange there in the inning as Jones, who was at second base, had to go put on her catching gear, and now it's going to be the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC trailing it 1-0 here in Game 2. Meridian trying to earn a split with the number 6 Indians to see if they can keep their chase for the playoffs hopes alive here in Game 2. So Rachel Shanisha at the plate. She walked and was part of a Little Caesars double play to end the first, and her first at bat of the day. So Meridian leading 1-0. Rachel going to try to start things off in a positive manner here for ICC. The Indians have put 1 runner on, actually 4 runners on base. Twice a Little Caesars double play has ended the inning, and then they had the tying run on base, in scoring position, Hope Harbin. But it was a pop-up in foul territory by Maddie Miney that once again allowed Meridian to escape the inning with no damage done. Ball off the hands of the shortstop. The throw over is in time. Got her by a step, and grounder to the shortstop is what I should have said. And once again, my oh my, Haley Rogers is just doing an outstanding job locating inside, outside, mixing up her speeds well. And when she's needed a timely pitch to get him out, most of these have come in on the hands of the ICC batters. So right now, if you're ICC, you got to kind of work on the inner part of the plate and kind of just let everything on the outside of the plate go in this situation and kind of back off a little bit, as that's going to be a bunt attempt by Conley, missed for strike 1. Olivia Burns heading to the bullpen here for the Indians. ICC got to find some bats. They only have 1 hit so far in the contest, 3 for Meridian. Conley blisters one, and it's going to be dropped. And now Conley going to try to head to third, and she'll get there. I was blocked by the play, Brother Chris. So an error on the play. And so that's going to go for E7, third error of the contest.
Next up for the Indians, baseman number 7, Summer Kreider.
And now this is going to be Summer Kreider. So with 1 out and the tying run now at third base. Boy, that's a big time error there, as that pitch goes up high for ball. So they're actually ruling from the dugout a single advance on the error is what they're going to call it. So that will be the second hit of the game. As that pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Summer Kreider. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The tying run's at third base, and as an ICC fan, you want to find a way to get Samantha Conley home in this situation and tie the contest at 1. So it's Summer Kreider. She grounded out to third, and this one popped up. Shortstop's going to give chase over, and could not get to it. As again, Rogers just doing a good job of having these pitches, or excuse me, actually that did make the play. The home plate umpire never showed an out. So now there's 2 outs. The Indians got to find a way to get a 2-out hit here. But if Rogers gets out of this jam, once again, my oh my, all you can do is tip the cap to Haley Rogers in this pitching performance here. Swing on the first pitch she sees, and it's going to be a fly out to left field. The left fielder danced around for a second but found it. Good job, Haley Rogers, running into trouble. The Indians leave another runner stranded in scoring position, and they trail it 1-0 as we move to the 5th inning. ICC trails it 1-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back. An upset brewing here in Game 2 as we move now to the top of the 5th inning. 1-0, Meridian with the lead, and it's been the story of Haley Rogers today. When she's needed out pitches, she's found them. She's handcuffed the Indians to only 2 hits so far. Now, there have been 3 errors, but the Indians haven't been able to cash in on those. Her bats, they've been solid behind her. And the defense, even more solid. Both these two teams have combined for 4. Little Caesars double play, two each here. A good-looking pitch there, called a ball. It was a RBI ground out by Branyan, in the first inning, and that's the difference so far as we're in the top of the 5th. ICC trailing 1-0 here to Meridian. As that pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 now is the count. This is Miracle Crosby. She had a single in her first at-bat. It'll be Crosby, Perilou, and then back to the top of the lineup, and Fair due up here in the top of the 5th inning. That pitch hops across for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Miracle Crosby. Crosby playing at shortstop. She's had a tough couple of plays on her defensively, but for the most part has been, I'd say 50-50 on plays today. As this one's going to be a liner and over the head of Rachel Stranisha. Will just hit him more than 8 that time, and then the ball will get away, and that's going to go for a leadoff double. Well, Crosby with her second hit of the day. And so now a leadoff double, and this is going to be Taylor Perilou coming to the plate. Well, you anticipate a sacrifice bunt situation here to see if you can get the runner at third. There's no outs, a double by Crosby. She did not check up at all as she headed to second in a hurry. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball, and that is going to be the case there. She did square to bunt. We'll let you see the defense work in motion here for ICC on this situation. You see the first baseman basically shifting now to be a second baseman. Third baseman coming in. This time she swings and will pop this one back and foul. So trying to keep the ICC defense here honest as she squared to bunt the first time. That time a slap bunt attempt. And so now the count goes 1-1. No outs, runner at second. Miracle Crosby with a double to start the inning. She's 2 for 2. Shows bunt and takes that one on the corner for a strike. Good pitch that time by Nelson to come back and make it a 1-2 count in this situation. Well, if they can find the first out of the inning here, it could be huge for the Indians. We'll go back to the top of the lineup with Fair after this one. 1-2 pitch coming. Missing low and outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count here on Perilou. Well, Perilou made a diving catch, an amazing diving catch in Game 1. And as I said in that game, and I'll repeat here in Game 2, maybe one of the best catches I've seen here at the ICC softball complex in my 9 years at ICC. There's a little slow roller. Third baseman's going to get it. Throw to first is going to be in time. The runner will advance, however. 5-3 on the putout of Perilou, and now with one out and a runner at third base, we'll head to the top of the lineup here in Kiera Fair. Fair is 1 for 2. She did reach on an error. She was erased on a Little Caesars double play to end the third. She singled and scored the only run of the contest back in the first. So 1 out and a runner at third base here for Meridian. They're trying to pick up an insurance run here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 is the score. That pitch missing outside for a ball. ICC fans wanted to call on that one. You're not going to get it. It's the infield in this situation with Fair, who is a slap hitter. There's a rip, but it's going to get past the first baseman, and that'll score the run. Clutch hit there for Fair. She is pumped up over there at first base. A diving effort by Casey Carpenter just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to be an RBI single off the bat of Fair to score Crosby. A big-time hit there, and now it's 2-0 Meridian here in the top of the 5th with 1 out. And this is going to be Leahy coming to the plate. She was hit by a pitch, popped up on a bunt attempt to the catcher in her previous at-bat. So a clutch hit there off the bat of Kiera Fair as that pitch goes high for a ball. 1-0 now is the count. So a nice piece of hitting that time by Kiera Fair. That's her second hit of the game. This pitch fouled off, and that one goes for a strike now. 1-1 is the count. That one fouled off of Conley, so she's going to walk this one off. Good job by the home plate umpire to just kind of walk out halfway, tell the pitcher to come to him and toss him up, and now he's going to come back and check on Conley and ask if she's okay, and of course that answer is yes. Conley tough as a pine knot. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. There is a runner at first in the speedy Fair, who just had that RBI single to make it a 2-0 contest, Meridian. That pitch missing high and outside. 2-1 now is the count. Leahy is 0 for 1, as we said, hit by a pitch. Swings on that one ahead of the pitch there, fouls it off. 2-2 is the count now here on Jackie Leahy. Well, Nelson, she's got 1 Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Would love to find her second to get the second out of the inning here. It was a double by Miracle Crosby to start the inning. She advanced on a ground out to the third baseman by Perilou and then scored on a single out to right field by Fair. That is your Sonic scoring update so far here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 pitch coming. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there from Nelson, the second of the day. And that's the second out in the inning. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com, member FDIC. The best bank in the South is proud to be a sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Let's go ICCTV.com, as well as 95.1 FM, your new hometown country station. That's 95.1 FM. They're located in South Tillow. You can hear Game 1 of baseball there tomorrow. And you can join us here on the Red Channel for both games as we hit the road with baseball down to Gulf Coast. Couldn't check up on the swing there. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now is the count here to Lightcap. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, lined into a inning-ending Little Caesars double play, 4-6-3 in the third. 2 outs, runner at first base. 1-1 is the count here. ICC trailing it 2-0. The Indians trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. Nice location on the drop ball there. 1-2 now is the count here on Lightcap, the DP. So waiting the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes, throw down is not in time. It actually gets away. And so a stolen base there for Fair. You kind of felt like that was a steal situation to get her over in scoring position. If you get caught stealing, you've already got the 1 run on the board. So now you wanted to take and roll the dice, and it pays off for the Eagles. Now can they find a 2-out hit here? 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. There's a runner at second. 2-0 is the score. Top of the 5th. Indians looking for the exit. That pitch missing low for a ball. Now the count goes full here to Lightcap. So 3-2 pitch coming, and that's going to go for ball 4. That one just missing low and inside, and a good job that time by Lightcap to battle, and find a way on base there. So now with runners at first and second with 2 outs, and this is going to bring up Branyan. Branyan has grounded out twice to the shortstop, once for an RBI. And it looks like we might have a change here pitching-wise. Let's take a break and hear a word from Sonic and come back with more. ICC trails it 2-0 here in the top of the 5th with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back as Olivia Burns, the new pitcher in the game here for the Indians. She was the Game 1 winner. Trying to find a way to get the Indians out of this jam here and keep it a 2-0 contest. There's 2 outs, runners at first and second. You've got Fair, who has plenty of speed to burn over at second base, and Lightcap, the DP, who just reached on that full count walk.
Number 34, first baseman Alyssa Branyan.
So now this is Branyan at the plate. She'll greet Burns into the contest. Branyan can hit for power. We saw her blister one in the first one. She's hit 8 home runs on the season, that one. That stat leading the team. The next closest one is 4. She swings on the first pitch she sees, and it's going to be a line out to the second baseman. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you want to do if you're Olivia Burns there. And now the Indians have got to get the bats back to the plate here and see if they can find a way to chip into this 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for the Indians. Carpenter, Vasquez, and Davis. We'll see what they can do, but before we do that, let's take a break and hear a word from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Casey Carpenter will start us off here. Interesting note so far in the contest for ICC. They have yet to get the leadoff batter on base. So the Indians would love to buck that trend here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They trail it 2-0. Let's give credit where credit's due. Haley Rogers has been outstanding in the circle. She's only given up 2 hits. There have been 3 errors behind them, but when she does and when she needs an out pitch, she's been able to get to it. So Haley Rogers pitching a gem so far. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Casey Carpenter. She lined into a Little Caesars double play to end the 2nd and her first and only at bat so far in the contest. Hits today have been Hope Harbin and Samantha Conley as that pitch skips across for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Casey Carpenter. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. ICC trailing the contest 2-0 here in game 2. Carpenter looks at that pitch high and outside for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. Rogers in the circle, trying to keep this dazzling effort going here. 3-1 pitch coming. It's in there for a strike. Good take that time on the part of Carpenter as that one was in on the hands. And that's where Rogers has done well today. Anytime that she's needed to get that out pitch, everything's been in off the hands of the batters. We'll see what this pitch coming here. Foul back, and we'll stay at 3-2 again. That one inside pitch. Rogers is just, she's hitting her spots. You put some plates up there, she's going to break it every time if you put it up where you want her to go. So a great job by Haley Rogers so far in the contest. But if you're the Indians, you've got to adjust. You've got to find a way to put the bat on the ball here. 3-2 is the count. And Carpenter fouls that one off, and it just rolls foul down the third baseline. I said it fouled it off. I actually thought it came off her before it came out of the batter's box. Umpire did not say it did, so a break there for the Indians, and that one rolls foul. So 3-2 now is the count. So the count's full. Carpenter's fouled off a couple of pitches here. Got to find a way to win the battle. See if the Indians can get the leadoff batter on base for the first time this afternoon, or I should say this evening. 3-2 pitch coming from Rogers. And that one fouled back and out of play over the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. So the count stays 3-2 here on Casey Carpenter. Carpenter battling, and can she find a way to win that battle here? We'll find out after this 3-2 pitch. Carpenter rips one, but there's the third baseman to make the play and get the out. Once again, the out on the ground ball. And I'm just scanning my stats here. Only 3 balls in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 batters. Only 3 balls have gotten out of the infield. And that's just an outstanding effort by Haley Rogers. So for the 5th straight inning, Meridian has retired the leadoff batter. And now this is going to bring up JoJo Vasquez. Joanna grounded out to the second baseman in her first at bat. Takes that first pitch across for a strike. JoJo playing in left field. Trying to spark a rally here for the Indians at the bottom of the 5th. Out, starting to run thin for the Indians. Vasquez pops this one up. Right fielder's going to go in and squeeze it for the out. So that one just hung up, and a good job out there in right field by Kiera Fair, showing off her speed to camp underneath that one and get the out. So quickly 2 away now, and this is going to be Jessica Davis. Jessica reached on an error. She was caught stealing for the second out of the 3rd inning. ICC did leave a runner stranded at second. They also led a runner stranded at 3rd back in the 4th inning. So ICC has had a chance multiple times to put runs on the board, but Meridian doing a great job of basically pulling a Houdini act and finding their way out of trouble so far through those 4 and 2/3 innings of work. 1 run in the top of the 1st, 1 in the top of the 5th. 2-0 is your score. Meridian with the lead. Davis takes that pitch, missing high, borderline pitch, not going the way of Meridian there. 1-1 now is the count. Davis, she's playing out in right field, trying to spark the bats here. See if the Indians can get a 2-out rally going. That's one thing the Indians have done well this season, is getting base hits with 2 outs. Davis, though, can't swing and find that one. 1-2 is the count now here on Jessica, the right fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on base here for the Indians. If Davis were to find a way on, then it'd be Hope Harbin up next for the Indians. Davis blasts one. Left side, does it got the distance? No, it's going to be off the wall, and that's going to go for a double. Clutch 2-out hit there by Jessica Davis. Actually thought it had a chance to get out of the ballpark as it bounced off the fence. And a 2-out double there, and now this is going to be Hope Harbin coming to the plate here for ICC. Take a look at this one. Ballpark just a little too big for Jessica Davis that time. And now this is going to be Hope Harbin coming to the plate. Hope will dig in, see if the Indians can spark a 2-out rally. They trail it 2-0. Hope singled, stole a base, and ended up at third before Meridian got out of the inning with no damage done. Once again, this will be the third runner of the day in scoring position here for ICC. The only problem when they put him there, it's all been with 2 outs in the inning. So can the Indians find another 2-out hit here from Hope Harbin? 1-0 is the count. That pitch drifting high, 2-0 now, is the count here to Hope Harbin. If Hope were to find a way on, then we'll go back to the top of the lineup for Maddie Miney, and she's due. However, Harbin's got to find a way on. Harbin rips one. Shortstop finds it. Throw over is in time. Well, bobbled it for a second, and once again, when Meridian needs the plays the most, they find them. For the third time today, ICC has left a runner stranded in scoring position. Meridian 2, ICC 0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back now as we move to the top of the 6th inning. ICC once again leaving runners on in scoring position. They haven't been able to move them over there with less than 2 outs so far in the contest. And let's give credit where credit's due, folks. Meridian playing an outstanding game, and it's all behind the arm of Haley Rogers. When she runs into trouble, she's been able to pitch her way out of it. Defense have been solid in clutch situations. They have committed 3 errors in the game, but ICC has not been able to cash in on any of those. Olivia Burns in the circle here as we go to the top of the 6th inning. She got a lazy fly ball to the second baseman for the first out, or the final out of the 5th inning, as that pitch is going to miss low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Burns got the win in the first game of the day. She's got 19 wins on the year. If the Indians can find a way to rally and she gets the win here in Game 2, she'll tie the single-season record with 20 wins. Bailey Springfield, who is currently at Southern Miss, holds that record. Good sign out there at the practice field. The Rally Geese have showed up here to the ballpark. Let's see if they can hold true. As a change-up, bunt is laid down. First baseman, it will go over and tag her out. A good idea that time by Henderson, just put it where the first baseman was. Carpenter came up, made a play on it, tagged her, and Henderson gave a little bit of a shove. Nothing that was malicious, just saying, get off of me with the tag. And now there's 1 out, and this will bring up Aaliyah Jones. Jones doubled in her previous at-bat. She did walk, but was erased on a Little Caesars double play by the Indians. And so now with 1 out and nobody on, this is going to be Jones at the plate. Change up, hangs up for a ball. Burns entering in relief. That was back in the previous inning. Kaylee Nelson still on the hook here for the decision for ICC. Haley Rogers has been lights out this afternoon here in Game 2 for Meridian. 1-0 is the count. That pitch missing high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Jones. Jones catching in Game 2, much like she did in the first game of the day. Temperatures hotter than normal for this time of year, at least hotter than the regular season. So being a catcher this afternoon, catching both games, both for Jones and Conley, tip of the cap to those 2 young ladies. As that pitch missing inside, 3-0 now is the count here to Jones. So you figure Jones will have the red light at least 2 pitches here, as Burns has got to come back and zip one into the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 is the count here to Aaliyah Jones. Pitch coming. Yep, right down the middle. Jones taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. Be interesting to see. I figure they'll probably let her take again here to see if the count will go 3-2 in this situation. 3-1 is the count to Jones. She did double in her previous at-bat, was left stranded there. And there's ball 4. So a 1-out walk here. And they're probably going to send in a runner in this case for Jones. And that is going to be the case here, as this is going to be number 13 coming in to run. That is going to be Kiara Hinton.
Meridian, number 13, Kiara Hinton.
So Hinton will come in to run here for Meridian. Want to get a little bit more speed on the bases. They would love to find another insurance run here in the top of the 6th. They got one in the top of the 5th. And, of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, stop by and see Joey there on South Adams Street. Whether it be home, auto, or life, Joey Cox is your guy, the former ICC All-American in football. He's my insurance guy. He should be your insurance guy, too. As that pitch missing high and outside for a ball. 1-0 now is the count. This is Jalen Palmer at the plate. She grounded into a double play in her first at-bat, then grounded out to third to end the 4th. The Indians would love to see if they can turn their third Little Caesars double play of the day. Instead, there's going to be a rip out to left field. It's caught. Joanna Vasquez coming in and making a great play to rob Palmer of a base hit. Good job, JoJo, out there collecting out number 2. And now here comes trouble.
Number 4, Miracle Crosby.
Miracle Crosby, she's had the hot bat today. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored. She's also singled in her first at bat today. So you got to be careful here if you're the Indians, as Crosby, the shortstop, for the few errors she's made up with it with her bat so far. Change up, and that one falls across for a strike. Beautiful pitch out of the hands there of Olivia Burns. So 0-1 is the count here to Crosby. So that pitch missing high, 1-1 now is the count. Runner at first base. That's Hinton. She running in place of Jones, who drew a 1-out walk. It was a line drive on a great defensive play by Joanna Vasquez out there in left field for out number 2. The Indians trying to find the exit here, but Meridian wanting to spark a 2-out rally. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 now goes the count here to Miracle Crosby. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner at first base here. See if Meridian likes to put her in motion. They do not, and there is a ball. Well, ICC fans tried to sell that as strike 3. Said that was a little too inside for the umpire's liking, and 2-2 goes the count. Well, I never saw him give the motion, but the cheering from the ICC fans, I was like, well, maybe I just didn't see it. But instead, now the count goes 2-2. Change up, popped up, trouble. Stranisha can't get to it. It's going to drop for a base hit. Big turn at second. And so that's going to be a clutch hit. The 3rd hit of the day for Miracle Crosby. Just put them where they ain't that time, as she was able to fight off that change up, dropped it out there in shallow right field as a chasing Rachel Stranisha couldn't get to it. And so now Crosby 3 for 3 on the day, and now this is going to bring up Taylor Perilou. Perilou is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to the shortstop and third baseman. She grounded out to short to end the 2nd. So the Indians trying to find a way to get out of this inning with no damage done. However, Meridian wanting to pick up another one of those insurance runs. They lead it 2-0. We're in the top of the 6th inning. That pitch in there for a strike from Burns. So 0-1 now is the count here to the center fielder, Taylor Perilou. She's 0 for 2 on the day. 10-0 was the score in the first game of the day. ICC won it in 5 innings. Meridian trying to find a way to bounce back and earn a split and keep their playoff hopes alive here. And it would be a big split over the number 6 ranked Indians here. ICC, they've got 2 more games left of the season. That's on Sunday at Southwest Mississippi. 2 o'clock is that First American National Bank opening pitch. You can see it right here on the Red Channel. 0-2 is the count. Pitch coming. Missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss that time for Burns to see if you can get her to chase one. Good eye on the part of Taylor Perilou to hold off. And now the count goes 1-2. There's runners at first and second. You've got a lot of speed there. You've got Crosby at first. And then Hinton running in place of Jones at second. 1-2 pitch coming. That one missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. ICC fans wanting that one for a strike. You're not going to get it today. As the umpire, he's been consistently not giving that low pitch. So 2-2 now is the count. Can Burns find the Renaissance Bank strikeout? She does not, as that pitch missing way outside. 3-2 now goes the count here on Perilou. So you got to be careful here. You don't want to load the bases and go back to the top of the lineup if you're ICC. As Fair is on deck, she's 2 for 2 on the day. Did reach on an error. Does have an RBI and a run scored. 3-2 pitch coming. Popped up. And couldn't get to it that time. Again, just putting them where they ain't. As a little check swing that dropped out there in shallow left field. And now the bases are loaded here for Meridian. And now here comes Kiara Fair.
Next up for Meridian, number 5, Kiara Fair.
Fair has been a tough out today. She singled, scored a run in the first, reached on an error, was erased on a Little Caesars double play. But she had a big-time clutch 2-out hit, or excuse me, 1-out single that scored a run. She also stole the base but was left stranded in the 5th. So bases full of Eagles. ICC trying to find the final out of the inning. This pitch popped up. Vasquez going to give chase and makes the play. JoJo Vasquez coming up with a big defensive play there to get the Indians out of the bases loaded jam. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trails it 2-0. It'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up here for the Indians. Maddie Miney, Rachel Shanisha, and Samantha Conley. Can they get the bats fired up? We'll find out. But before we do, we'll take a break and hear a word from Coke and more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trailing 2-0 here in Game 2. Meridian trying to earn the split and keep their playoff hopes alive here in Game 2. Haley Rogers, tip of the cap already to you, and we still got a few more innings to go, but she has pitched outstanding. She has kept the number 6 team in the country scoreless through 5 innings. She's only given up 3 hits, and ICC has left 3 runners stranded in scoring position so far in the contest. Maddie Miney, who is 0 for 2 on the day, she lined out to the shortstop and lays that bunt down foul. She also popped up in foul territory to the third baseman. She's, as we said, 0 for 2 on the day. She had 6 steals in the series against Kahoma. And in the first game of the day, she had a pair of hits, a triple, scored on an error for basically a Little League in the park home run. She also single, stole a base, and scored another run in the 10-0 win first game of the day. So Miney, see if she could be the first leadoff batter to get on base here this afternoon. Takes a look at that pitch, high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, that's kind of been the story of the game. ICC, they've only been able to put runners on the bags or in scoring position with mainly 2 outs. It did put a runner over on second in the 4th with only 1 out. Just couldn't get anything going. Change-up, hangs up outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs as Maddie Miney is starting us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Meridian with a 2-0 lead here. Monty looks at that one in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count here. Rachel Stranisha's on deck. Samantha Conley in the hole. Stranisha reached on a walk. Conley singled and advanced on the error. There's a shot. It's going to be caught. Well, it's just that kind of day for the Indians, as that one nearly dropped for a base hit, but instead a great play there by the shortstop, Miracle Crosby. And here's the thing, folks, if you're going to upset a top 10 team in the country, you got to have those type of defensive plays. Tip of the cap once again to Miracle Crosby, coming up with a clutch play there to rob Maddie Miney of a base hit. And for the 6th straight inning, the Indians have failed to put the leadoff runner on base, and now this is going to be Rachel Stranisha coming to the plate. Rachel 0 for 1 on the day with the walk. Showed bunt for a second, pulled back and took it for a ball. Well, the Rally Geese, they're out there at the practice field, but we need them to fly over, get something fired up here for the Indians. The Bats, they've been MIA here in Game 2. Is that pitch in there for a strike, and not discrediting at all Meridian, as Haley Rogers has been a large part of that. When she needed out pitches, she's found them. And when she's needed some plays defensively, she's got it behind her. Yes, there's been 3 errors in the contest, but the Indians have not been able to cash in on any of those. Stranisha pops this one back and out of play over the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu to find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College. So 1-2 now is the count here on Rachel Stranisha. She grounded out to the shortstop in her previous at-bat. Walked in the first, was erased on a Little Caesars double play. There's a grounder, second baseman routine play. Bobbles it, going to have to hurry. The throw is in the dirt, and she digs it up in time. Again, borderline plays going the way of Meridian defensively. What looked to be a disastrous play with the pretty speedy Stranisha on the bases. A great job there by the first baseman, Branyan, to go down, dig that one up, show it to the umpire. She held on to it and got the out by half a step. Now up is going to be Samantha Conley. She is singled, advanced on an error, but was left stranded. As she stands in, takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Another great defensive play. I say great. She didn't panic is what I was trying to say. She didn't force the issue, because a lot of times bobble the ball like that, you tend to panic and throw the ball away. It was a great dig in the dirt that time by the first baseman, Branyan, for the second out of the inning. And now Samantha Conley is going to have to fire up the bats here for the Indians. That pitch, a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count here to Conley. If Conley were to reach, and there'd be Summer Kreider on deck for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 2-0. Meridian with the lead here in Game 2. Conley, slow roller, that should end the inning. Throw over is not in time. E4 as that one just kind of popped out of the glove of the second baseman. And so a 2-out error will put Samantha Conley on, and here comes Summer Kreider.
Number 7, Summer Kreider.
And we're going to have a runner coming in this situation. This is going to be Hannah Sparks entering to run here for Conley.
Pitch running for the Indians, number 6, Hannah Sparks.
So if anybody can change the complexity of this game with one swing of the bat, it's going to be Summer Kreider. Kreider leads the team with 9 home runs on the season. ICC would love for her to find her 10th, as it would come in a big way here. Indians trail it 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kreider 0 for 2 on the day. Sparks is at first base, running in place of Conley. That pitch missing high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Well, can the Indians spark a 2-out rally here? They trail it 2-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game 2 against Meridian. Meridian trying to earn the split to keep their playoff hopes alive. ICC trying to rally to find the win to keep their hopes alive for the regular season championship. They've got to win their final 4 games remaining to do so. And right now behind the 8 ball, down 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Kreider. Sparks over at first base. Kreider, grounder. And it's going to get away. The throw to first is not in time. call that a base hit as it was a tough play there for the third baseman. The shortstop did a good job of backing that one up. And so now the Indians with runners at first and second with 2 outs. As Kreider, with that bad ankle, was able to leg that one out. A good throw by the shortstop to make that closer than I thought it was going to be. And now this is going to be Macy Cox coming to the plate. Macy reached on an error in the second inning, but was erased on a Little Caesars double play. She flew out to left, wherever the Indians had a runner in scoring position to end the fourth. So looking to redeem herself here. Tying run is on the base at first for the Indians. Macy swings on the first pitch she sees, fouls that one off for strike one. Rogers, she's been money in these situations. She's been able to find her out pitches when she's needed them the most today. And right now, with her back against the wall, tying run at first base. Her back against the wall here in the bottom of the sixth. But can ICC finally break through? They've got 4 hits on the day. A 2-out error followed by a single by Kreider has put the tying run on the bag. 2-0 is the score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Game 2. Macy rips one, and it's going to be a liner once again out to the shortstop. Just a great play there, and another outstanding pitch by Rogers to get out of the jam. The Indians get no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. They leave 2 on the bases, and for the day, ICC has left 4 in scoring position so far. We've played 6. Meridian hanging on to a 2-0 lead. When we come back, it'll be the 2-3-4 batters due up for the Eagles. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back as we get set to move to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Leahy, Lightcap, and Branyan all due up here for Meridian in the top of the 7th. They lead it 2-0. They would love to find a pick up some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th. However, ICC would love to get a quick 3-up, 3-down inning and see if they can get back to the bat in the bottom of the 7th, only trailing 2-0. So Leahy will come to the plate. Olivia Burns here in the circle. As that one ripped, and there was a quick sheep pop advertisement for Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, as I did not have the correct camera queued up that time. So nothing but an exciting strike there on Leahy. 0-1 is the count. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-2 is the count now here on Leahy. First time today the umpires probably called a strike that low in the zone. Not saying it wasn't a strike, but just saying that hasn't been typically his call. 0-2 pitch coming from Burns. Not a bad spot to miss. See if you couldn't get him to chase one out of the zone. Did not. Good eye on the part of Leahy. She is 0-2 on the day. She struck out looking. Back in the 5th, she popped up on a bunt attempt and was also hit by a pitch in her first at bat of the day. 1-2 pitch coming. No outs. Swung and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. The first of the game here for Olivia Burns. 1 out now, and this is going to bring up Lightcamp. Lightcamp is 0-1 on the day. She had a sacrifice bunt and walked. She was the last batter that faced Nelson in the contest. As that pitch goes high for a ball, Burns patting herself on the chest saying, that one's on me. Is that one drift high? Lightcap, the DP here. Look, she was the same. As there's a shot, and it's going to go for a hit. Nice job that time by Lightcap. Just laid back, waited on it, ripped it past the third baseman, and that's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th hit of the afternoon here for Meridian. That's after only 2 hits in the first game of the day. They've gotten 8 so far here in game 2. And so now with 1 out and a runner at first base, this is going to be Branyan coming up. We'll have a runner coming in this situation. Number 3, Takira Bolden.
Number 3, Takira Bolden.
Bolden coming in to run now. So with 1 out, Branyan, who is 0 for 3 on the day, a pair of ground outs to the shortstop. She also kind of a little lazy fly ball out to the second baseman to end the 5th. She's the first batter of the day that Burns faced. She did have an RBI on her first at bat on a ground out to the shortstop.
Batter number 34, Alyssa Branyan.
As time was taken, maybe the head coach trying to get attention of the batter in this situation. Runner at first base. There is 1 out. You got to think in this situation, Meridian may get aggressive and try to steal in this case. Is that pitch missing outside? Bolden, she has successfully stole base 7 out of 9 tries this year. 1-0 is the count. 1 out. Runner at first base. And here's a pop-up. Hope Harbin will drift over and get the out for out number 2. Good pitch that time by Olivia in on the hands to get the second out of the inning. And now this will be Jada Henderson. Actually, a new batter coming into bat here. This is going to be Kelsey Patterson.
Pinch hitting for the Eagles, number 12, Kelsey Patterson.
So Patterson will come into bat here with 2 outs in the inning and a runner over at first base. Patterson was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in the first game of the day. And Meridian, I'm going to say this, Meridian's been clutch with 2 outs today. They've come up with some big-time 2-out hits. Trying to see if they can find another one here to extend the top of the 7th inning. ICC, however, wants to find that 3rd and final out. See if they can get the bats fired up in the bottom of the 7th and see if they can find a way to win it in walk-off fashion. But before we do that, we got to find that third out. And Meridian, as I said, been pretty money whenever it comes up to coming up with 2-out hits so far here in game 2. So Burns getting the signal from the dugout from ICC. Bolden over at first base. Grounder, hard hit to the shortstop. Throw over is in time, 6-3 on the putout. Good job by Maddie Miney that time to find the ball and get the out. We move to the bottom of the 7th. ICC trails it 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 is your score as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. The chop is on here in Fulton. Can ICC find a way to rally? It's going to have to start with Casey Carpenter, Joanna Vasquez, and Jessica Davis, as it's going to be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for ICC in the bottom of the 7th. Meridian, they're fighting for their playoff lives. They are 14-13 inside conference play, pending what Pearl River did this afternoon, along with Colin and Southwest. Meridian trying to find a way to keep their playoff hopes alive with a split this afternoon here in Fulton. Casey Carpenter, she lined into a double play to end the second, grounded out to third to start the fifth. ICC is yet to put the leadoff batter on base, and that pitch in there for a strike to Carpenter. Haley Rogers, a great job pitching the ball today for Haley. She has been ahead of the batters all day, and when she needed out pitches, she's found them, and when she needs some tough plays, she's been able to do that as well. And that's going to be a leadoff single there by Casey Carpenter, and for the first time this afternoon, ICC gets the leadoff batter on base, and there was a clutch hit. That one was just hard hit off the bat of Casey Carpenter that time, a blistering shot that went out there. The center fielder couldn't get to it quick enough, and now we're going to have a runner come into this situation, and that's going to be Mackenzie Toombs. Well, the Indians finally get the first batter of the inning on deck, and we're now going to have a batter come up here, and this is going to be Ellie Miney coming into bat for the Indians. Ellie, the twin sister of Maddie Miney, will come into this situation here and bat for ICC. She's batting in place of Joanna Vasquez. So Ellie, as I jokingly say, my favorite twin between Maddie and Ellie. And she will dig in here, trying to spark the bats for the Indians. She represents the tying run for ICC here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Mackenzie Toombs is over at first base, running in place of Carpenter. Miney at the plate. Takes a look at that first pitch, in there for a strike. And again, see this strike zone inching down a little bit late in the contest. I talked about in the previous inning, Burns got a call that wasn't typically called a strike earlier. That one going in the way of Rogers, so that strike zone staying consistent. And that's been the case all day today here behind the plate. That pitch going high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs as we started the inning off with a single by Casey Carpenter. She's replaced on the bases here by Mackenzie Toombs. Can ICC rally and walk it off in the bottom of the seventh? They trail it 2-0 here to Meridian in game 2. Meridian, however, trying to find a way to keep their playoff hopes alive with a win here in this nightcap. Miney fouls this one off, and the count now goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at first base, tying run at the plate here for the Indians, and Ellie Miney. Jessica Davis is on deck for ICC. Waiting the 1-2 pitch here. That pitch drifting high for a ball, even the count now at 2-2. Well, if you're ICC base runners, that's what you got to have in this situation. No matter it be a hit or a walk, just got to find a way to get on base here if you're ICC. The tying run at the plate here for the Indians. Mackenzie Toombs is over at first base. She's running in place of Carpenter, who singled to start the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Ellie Miney at the plate. Miney fouls this one off. A little hit and run situation there for the Indians. And a good job by Miney finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0, Meridian with the lead. ICC trying to rally to earn the sweep. And I put emphasis on the earn that time because they're going to have to do it here in game 2 to try to keep their hopes alive to defend their regular season championship. Miney at the plate. This is Ellie. 2-2 pitch coming. Pops this one up. Second baseman going to come over. Now it's the shortstop, and they run into each other, but she was able to make the play. Well, a good pitch once again. That one in on the hands of the batter, was able to get the pop-up, and the out recorded that time. And again, you see those type plays. Typically when players run into each other, they drop the ball, but a great job concentrating on the ball that time by Miracle Crosby to get the out. And so now with 1 out, this is going to be Jessica Davis. Davis doubled in her previous at-bat. Reached on an error, was caught stealing. You would love to see Davis duplicate her previous at-bat with a double and see if they can push across a run. Swings on the first pitch, and this could do it. There's one. To throw over is in time, and Meridian upsets the number 6 team in the country. They turned their third Little Caesars double play of the day, 6 unassisted to 3, and that ends the contest. All you can say, ladies and gentlemen, is great job by Haley Rogers and her pitching performance here in Game 2. ICC falls by the final score of 2-0. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We'll also have Sophomore Day festivities here from Fulton. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Adam Gore here, 2-0 Meridian. Outstanding performance today from Haley Rogers to help Meridian get the win here in Game 2. The split earned there, and it really helps Meridian keep their playoff hopes alive. And right now for ICC, looks like they'll have to go on the road for the state tournament, as that goes for Jones now, taking sole possession of first place in the conference. Your final line score here for Meridian, 2 runs on 7 hits. They had 4 errors, but ICC could not cash in on them. For the Indians, no runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats here. And it's going to be Kiara Farr. She was 2 for 4 on the day. She had a pair of singles, a run scored, and an RBI. She also reached on an error. Jackie Leahy, she was 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and was hit by a pitch. Megan Lightcap, she was 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a sacrifice bunt. You had Alyssa Branyan, who was 0 for 4 on the day. She did have an RBI on a ground out. Jada Henderson, she was 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. And then it was number 12, Kelsey Patterson, who was 0 for 1. Aaliyah Jones was 1 for 1 with a double and a pair of walks. Jalen Palmer, 0 for 3. She didn't hit into a Little Caesars double play. Miracle Crosby had a great day at the plate. She was 3 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Taylor Perilou was 1 for 3 with a single. For ICC, Maddie Miney, 0 for 3. Rachel Shanisha, 0 for 2 with a walk. Sam Conley was 1 for 3. She lined into a Little Caesars double play, reached on an error. She did single and advance on an error as well. Summer Kreider, 1 for 3 with a single. Macy Cox, 0 for 3. She did reach on an error. Casey Carpenter was 1 for 3. She lined into a Little Caesars double play. Joanna Vasquez was 0 for 2. Ellie Miney 0 for 1. Jessica Davis was 1 for 2 with a double. She did reach on an error, was caught stealing. She also lined into that game-ending double play. And then Hope Harbin was 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. Kaylee Nelson, the pitcher of record for ICC, she falls to 9-4 on the year. Haley Rogers, my oh my, Haley, you had an outstanding game, and all you can do is tip your cap to Haley. She played amazing and had some clutch defensive plays and timely outs there. She improves to 11-7 on the year. We are going to have the sophomore presentation coming to you shortly here on the Let's Go ICC TV Sports Network. So we're going to take a timeout and come back with that here from Fulton.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, waiting for the Sophomore Day festivities to start here. It was a split on the day here between ICC and Meridian. Meridian won the second game of the day, 2-0. ICC picked up the win in Game 1, 10-0 in 5 innings. Haley Rogers, an outstanding performance here in Game 2. She improved to 11-7 on the year. Kaylee Nelson fell to 9-4. Once again, we're waiting the start of Sophomore Day, so hang tight with us, folks, as we're going to take a few more commercials and pay a few more bills and be back with the sophomore presentation here in Fulton right after this.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from start of the sophomore presentation here on Sophomore Appreciation Day. Brother Chris Burrows will be the MC over this, and when he takes over, we'll take you to the field and hope you enjoy that as ICC splits with Meridian. 10-0. ICC wins in 5 innings in Game 1. The Indians fall 2-0 in the second game of the afternoon. They'll wrap up the regular season when they hit the road to Southwest Mississippi on Sunday. Those games will be available right here on the Red Channel of Let'sGoICCTV.com. Baseball tomorrow here on the Red Channel as well. That First American National Bank opening pitch will come your way at 2 o'clock. That will be also Game 1 available on 95.1 FM, your hometown country station, The Farm. Let's take you to the field for today's sophomore presentation.
Good afternoon, and we welcome you to Itawamba Community College as we celebrate Sophomore Day for our 2019 Lady Indians. Each of our sophomore Lady Indians is on schedule academically to graduate from ICC, transfer to a senior college, or continue a medical service program to prepare them for their chosen profession. 6 are members of Phi Theta Kappa and represented on the Dean's List and or the President's List. On the field, this group of sophomores becomes the 11th class in school history to top the 60-win career mark, and only the 3rd to top the 70-win career mark. They are the 8th consecutive Lady Indians team to win at least 30 games. They will become the 10th ICC softball team in the past 11 years to qualify for postseason tournament play. They become the 6th group in school history to be ranked in the nation's top 25 in consecutive seasons, and the 3rd group to be ranked in the top 10 during the regular season. And they have shared at MACJC regular season state championship. Please turn your attention to the field as our coaching staff, led by head coach Andy Kirk, will recognize our support staff and in numerical order each player individually along with family members. We begin with number 2, Joanna Vasquez. South Haven is the home of JoJo, a graduate of South Haven, and she is joined today by Mother Christy, Father Eloy, Brother Trey, Brother Mark, sister-in-law Taylor, sister-in-law Courtney, and niece BB. Joanna is the team leader in Grand Slams with 2 this year and plans on continuing her education at a 4-year school. She would like to share with her team. It'll be over before you know it. Please have fun with it. You all make the bad days better for me, and thank you for being more than a team. The ICC family is proud of JoJo and her accomplishments and positive attitude on and off the field. We're excited as we anticipate the future accomplishments of our first sophomore honoree today. Ladies and gentlemen, Joanna Vasquez. Number 3, Olivia Burns. Olivia's family is Mac and Shannon Burns of Coffeyville by way of Grenada High School. Her plans are to continue her softball career in senior college while earning her degree in elementary education. Olivia will be a 2-time All-American selection and was twice named the MACJC Pitcher of the Week this season. She's the winningest pitcher in school history with a running total of 38 wins, 19 in each season. I'd like to thank the ICC teachers, coaches, and teammates for their love and care. To my coaches, thank you for pushing me to be the best. And to Coach Kurt, even when you got on my butt and we didn't speak for a few days, I'll be forever thankful for the love and hard work you put into me and the program. To my teammates, I will continue to love y'all each like sisters. Our memories will be cherished and never forgotten. I know there were times I got aggravated and pushed y'all to be the best we can, but I'm going to miss all of you. I promise to stay in touch no matter where each of us end up. Thank you for making this the best 2 years of my life. Olivia's advice to the freshmen is never forget to believe in each other, because it takes each and every one to win a game. And not just one game, but every game. ICC recognizes Olivia's contribution to the school and the program. We wish her the best in her future endeavors. We take pride in honoring our All-American record-setting pitcher, Olivia Burns. Number 11, Samantha Conley. Sam's from lovely Mandeville, Louisiana, and Lakeshore High School. Scott and Rhonda Conley are her parents. Sam will transfer to southeastern Louisiana and complete her degree in elementary education after being named to the President's List each semester and the winner of the prestigious QEP Student Athlete of the Year. On the field, Sam will be a two-time All-State, All-Region selection and serves the squad as a member of the Captain's Council. Sam's advice to the freshmen is never forget why you came to ICC and who you play for. To her team, Sam says thank you for everything you've done for me, and I love you like sisters. ICC salutes Samantha for her achievements on the field, in the classroom, and we're excited for her future success. Ladies and gentlemen, our outstanding catcher, Samantha Conley. Number 13, Lily Moore, daughter of parents Matt and Jacqueline Moore, hometown representative of Fulton and Itawamba AHS. Lily will transfer to Mississippi State and pursue degrees in education and kinesiology. Academically, Lily is a two-time MAC JC Academic All-State selection, a member of Phi Theta Kappa, a President's List scholar, and served on the leadership team of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. During her playing career, Lily has played every outfield slot and ranks among the team leaders in runs scored and stolen bases. Her parting words for her teammate: always remember to keep Christ first, and thank you for making my last year of softball one that I'll always remember. For Lily's success on the field and in the classroom, ICC will always be proud and wish the best in the future to our sophomore outfielder, Lily Moore. Number 14, Abigail Colvin, best known by her nickname Gator. Gator is the daughter of George and Pam Colvin, coming to Itawamba from Macon and Pickens Academy in Alabama. Gator will be transferring to Auburn to complete her degree in healthcare management. Her academic resume includes membership in the Phi Theta Kappa, the President's List, and the Mississippi All-Academic Team. Gator's been a force in the dugout as well as on the field. To her fellow sophomores, y'all are my family, and the bonds we've created the last 2 years will always have a special place in my heart. To the freshmen, stay close on and off the field. These are the best days of your life, so don't take them for granted. And make sure y'all have someone to stay hyped and keep it up in the dugout, since I won't be here to yell at you anymore. ICC appreciates and salutes you, Gator. We will always be proud that you chose to join this family. Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail Colvin. Number 16, Mackenzie Toombs. Mackenzie is joined today by her parents, Robert and Tammy Toombs. They are proud representatives of world-famous Ackerman by the way of Choctaw County High School. Mackenzie has served her teammates on the Captain's Council and the leadership team of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The elementary education major will transfer to Mississippi State with a resume that includes being a National Junior College Distinguished Scholar, a two-time All-State Academic Team selection, a four-time President's List scholar, and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. On the field, Mackenzie's been a valuable contributor in the outfield and as a pinch runner. When asked to share advice with her teammates, Mackenzie chose Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as if working for the Lord. Mackenzie, your ICC family is confident great things will follow you throughout your life. We're proud of all you've accomplished on the field and in the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Toombs. Number 20, Rachel Cernisha. Mike and Kim are the proud parents of Rachel. The Cernisha family hails from Olive Branch. Rachel from Olive Branch High School. Rachel's a general studies major and plans to become a dental hygienist and serves this team as a member of the Captain's Council. Rachel's will be on honor selection in postseason and is listed as a team leader in nearly every statistical category and plans to continue her career in senior college next season. Her advice to teammates is, before you know it, this will be over, so make every day worth it. Rachel selected Joshua 1:9 as her parting bit of advice. Remember, I command you to be strong and brave. Don't be afraid, because the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. The ICC family is honored to recognize Rachel's ability and attitude on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, our honored infielder, Rachel Sternisha. Number 30, Macy Cox. Macy is from Northwest Tennessee, the thriving metropolis of Troy, and graduated from Obion County Central. Her family is Corey and Emily Cox and Stephen and Robin Allen. In the classroom, Macy is the winner of the Chairman's Award in the Department of Health, Physical Education, and Recreation, the highest department award offered at ICC. She's a member of Phi Theta Kappa, a 4 times Dean's List Scholar, and has a future goal as a physical therapist. Her Lady Indians career includes serving on the Captain's Council and an all-state selection as a first baseman and pitcher. Macy plans to combine softball while working toward her PT degree at a senior college in her home state next season. Don't give up. Always work hard is her departing eyes to her teammates. And also remember, #DHO. ICC respects and appreciates your contribution to this school and this program, and offers our best wishes always to our Rocky Top Lady Indian, Macy Cox. On behalf of the entire ICC family, would you join me in applause one final time and respect for our Lady Indians, sophomores, and their family. Number 3, Olivia Burns. Number 2, JoJo Vasquez. Number 11, Samantha Conley. Number 13, Willie Moore. Number 14, Abigail Colvin. Number 16, Mackenzie Toombs. Number 20, Rachel Sabricia. And number 30, Macy Cox. Thank you, ladies, for your contributions to Itawamba Community College.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.